Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I figured I would do a full face of black owned brand makeup products, and I wanted to film this video because I wanted to shine some light on some black owned brands, especially with it being Black History Month. And one thing I wanted to do in regards to this video was kind of just really see how diverse my collection was when it came down to like black owned brands. And this was me not buying anything, it was just more so like, what do you currently have in your collection? And I had a full face, however it's more of your full face of black owned brands that's pretty much like mainstream, that have already like made it, if that makes sense. And I really wanted to just kind of like challenge myself with making this video in the aspect of, you know what, you have a lot of mainstream brands but you don't really have that many small black owned brands, if that makes sense. So I definitely want to do a part 2 of this video where I just kind of like go outside of what is mainstream for like black owned brands and just try some really like small makeup beauty brands products, and you know, kind of like bring it to my channel, introduce it to you guys, and just add some more diversity within my collection when it comes down to black owned makeup brands. So definitely stay tuned for a part 2 of this video because I do want to film another one before the month is over with. And like I said, it is going to be your black owned brands that's pretty much mainstream to me that's going to be featured in this video, because again I want to, you know, challenge myself and just choose what I already had in my collection. So just wanted to make that clear. So starting off, I will prime my eyes. This is the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. And I feel like we all know Rihanna's brand is going to be one of those brands that's mainstream because of who she is. So Fenty Beauty pretty much, it sells itself, and she has really great products, which is also a win for her, because if the products weren't good, I don't think people would keep supporting, because you know, you are paying top dollar for the product. So she definitely has some great quality products. So I will say a lot of my products in this collection is going to be more of Fenty, but again, next time I will have a nice mixture of some smaller brands. Alright, and then for my eyeshadow palette, I do have the Lip Bar Brown Bombshell eyeshadow palette. You can find this at Target or you can shop it on the actual website. I already featured this eyeshadow palette on my channel before when I did like a 3 look with 1 eyeshadow palette video back last year. But if you haven't seen that video, here is what the palette looked like. It's really pigmented. You do have a mirror right here on top, and then here is going to be where your actual shadows are. So this palette is supposed to be one of those palettes that's like a one-stop shop palette, super easy to work with, not much thought, and I can definitely agree with that. It's really easy to work with and beginner friendly as well, and it's super affordable. So again, check out their brand at Target. Just gonna take the color right here called Toast and apply it to my crease. Now you guys are probably like, you're cheating, your brows are already done. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when it comes down to brows, I only shop drugstore for my brows. I am not going to spend a lot of money on brow products. So with that being said, that is why my brows are already finished. I do have other eyeshadow palettes in my collection, like Juvias, Fenty, but I just wanted to kind of play with this one because again, to me this brand is more on the smaller side compared to like your Juvia and your Fenty. So that's why I decided to pull this palette out instead of using those palettes. Alright, going on into the next color, I'm going to take this really pretty gold color right here on the bottom. It's called Cinnamon, and just apply it to my lid. And with their shadows, like the shimmers, you do not have to wet your brush. It is pigmented on its own, and I did not wet my brush at all because I wanted you guys to see the actual color payoff. is super pigmented on its own, so you're definitely getting some really great quality shadows. All right, going back into the palette, I'm going to take the color called Spice. It is a shimmer color, but I am going to use it as a matte color per se, in the aspect of putting it in my crease as well. And this color do have flexes of gold, so it's a really pretty color. All right, just gonna take the matte brown called Cinnamon and just pop that into my outer V. All right, so jumping on into the face, I do have my Fenty Beauty. Is going to be the Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. Just gonna take it as my primer to get my skin prepped for my foundation. This primer smells so good. Oh my god. If I can have this like as a body lotion, that would be amazing because it smells so good. Like, look how my skin looks nice and hydrated. It's a really good face primer. All right, and then for foundation, I do have the Uoma Beauty foundation, but I wanted to use my Fenty Beauty instead. I do have the Hydrating Longwear foundation in the shade 390. And I kind of figured I'll just use this one because I haven't used it in a while. So I just wanted to use it for today's video. You guys know I'm a drugstore fiend, so whenever I can play with my high-end makeup, you know, I tend to choose what I like. Alright, so for my concealer, I did select my Uoma Beauty Woke Concealer. I have it in the shade Brown Sugar, number 12. You guys, I love, love, love this concealer. I honestly prefer this concealer over the foundation. This one just looks really good under the eyes, and it gives you such a nice coverage as well, and the color is perfect for me. So definitely one of my favorite concealers that's on the high end side. I actually like this one more than the Fenty because I love the way it looks on the skin. All right, and then for my under eye setting powder, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in the shade Banana. And when I was pulling all of my makeup products out, I was like, girl, you don't have a all over setting powder besides your loose face powder. So that was one area where I was definitely slacking in the black owned department, was the all over setting powder. So that's something I need to purchase when I do the second part for this video, is a all over setting powder because I don't have one. So I'm just going to take the rest and just dust it over the rest of my face. All right, moving on into the rest of the skin. I'm going to take my Beauty Bakerie Brownie Bar Face Palette. They do have 2 shades to this palette. The one I chose is the one, I want to say it's the one called Napoleon. This one. I want to say it's the one called Napoleon. I might be wrong, but here is what the inside of the palette look like. It's really pretty. You have your bronzer, you have your blush, and you have a nice highlighter in here as well. So I am going to take the bronzer and just use it to bronze up my face. Just going to take a little bit because I know their products can tend to be super pigmented, so I don't want it to be too dark. I'm just going to take a little bit. And you can get Beauty Bakerie at Ulta, Target, and of course their website. And for blush, I do have the Juvias Place. It's going to be the Saharan Blush Volume 1 Blush Palette. You guys, their blushes are so pigmented. Like, you have to be light-handed with it because it's super pigmented. So I'm going to take the one called Neo, which is this like burgundy color right here in the middle. You do get some nice, pretty highlighters in here as well. So it is like a nice, versatile palette. And I want to say I got mine at Ulta when I did purchase this one. I also have like a single blush, you know, single from them, which is super pigmented also. So between their eyeshadow palette, their blushes, the quality is there. Alright, you guys, for the highlighter, I'm going to choose the Crayon Case and Glola highlighter powder, which looks like this. Really pretty gold color. Y'all, this thing is super pigmented. So I promise you, the smallest amount goes a long way. Like, look how pigmented that is. And then for my lips, just want to use the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I don't really have any other high-end black-owned brand lip product besides this one. I do know that Mented is now in Target, so I will definitely go and pick up some of their products for part 2. But I feel like Mented has definitely established themselves, so I would consider them mainstream, but I would definitely go and pick up some of their products because I do want to try their products just to kind of see how I like it. But yeah, you guys, this is pretty much going to be my full face of black owned brands. And again, I just wanted to just, you know, go into my collection and just kind of see if I truly had a full face. And I did, besides a all over pressed powder. I didn't have any lip liners either, so just 2 products I did not have, but for the most part I did have a full face. But like I said, I do want to do a part 2 of this video, but I will go ahead and just try to find some brands that's really small, that's black owned makeup brands, and just kind of see what products they have that I might want to try out and just feature it in a upcoming part 2 video. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me, and I challenge you to just kind of go through your makeup product stash and just kind of see, like, do you have more like mainstream black owned brands, or do you have like really like small black owned brands? So definitely let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.